Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, bringing you the start of Act 2 in my Bulletstorm very hard difficulty video walkthrough. And this is Chapter 1, and this one is entitled Damsel in Distress. And the first thing that I would say is when you start this area, there's going to be a drop shop to your left, so fill your gun up with as much ammo and as many charge shots as you can, just in case. And then it's entirely up to you if you want to buy the ability to use the Screamer. I probably am at a later stage because at this moment in time, because I've got so much ammo for my carbine, I'm probably going to be using it. And here we are treated to another beautiful horizon, just completely filled with colours and gradients and just pure beauty. But you have to slide down here and then you have to get, busy with your leash, dragging shit down. And a couple of you might realise that some of these videos are generally going to be a 2-video affair per level, and the reason for that is the first video is generally going to be quite hefty, the second one's going to be a lot shorter, and it's purely down to YouTube's restrictions because my channel is so unknown at the moment. If I did have the capacity to go over 15 minutes, I would put them as one video and it would be a lot easier for your guys to manage through, but it just means there's going to be slightly more videos in the playlist and just a little bit more editing on my side basically, but I don't mind that whatsoever. So as you come up here, you will fight the Screamer guys, but if you just noticed, I managed to leash one of them. The reason that happened is because he was stunned, and I don't know if I made that clear before. The enemies that you can't leash or you can't kick can be leashed and kicked in certain times basically. If you can stun them and get them into an advantageous position, you can do whatever the hell you want with them. And right now, across from us is a bunch of dudes lined up with Screamers, and so I thought I'd run down here and I'd use a secondary fire to kill them. But it didn't work, and I ended up getting killed, so I decided to not even try, because they were all lined up then, and I would have thought you'd have been able to spray past all of them and get a lovely X-ray ton of points for the carbine, but it totally did not work, and I am getting my ass handed to me, so you'll notice I got meleeed then when I went up close because there was this dude I didn't know where he was. And I just don't understand the charge shot of this gun sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't hit anything. But just be careful, take your time, try not to get dicked like I am getting right now. And if it does say take cover, I would pretty much oblige the game or you're gonna die. Headshot! And just keep killing dudes, keep doing your thing. And if you need to resupply, don't forget to go to the drop shops. Yeah, just look at this game. This game is really nice, and I mean, it's not Killzone nice, obviously, because the fidelity on Killzone 3 just looks out of this world. But that's purely because of the difference between the two machines. But this looks like easily one of the nicest looking first-person shooters on the Unreal Engine, without a doubt. And when you come down here, you're going to spawn a fight with a ton more of the Screamer guys, and there's a lot of explosives on the floor to trigger to help you win them. Or to help you win this fight, should I say. And also there's cactuses to kick people onto, and there's also those electrical purple advertisements. If you kick people into those, it will electrocute them. And just be careful, because sometimes the auto aim on the kick can be a real pain in the ass, and you'll be trying to kick them towards something and he just will not have it at all. He'll kick him where he wants, and sometimes it'll lock onto something completely different, and it's just a nuisance. But if you stay behind this rock and you keep leashing guys, you can literally just queue them up and kick them into their deaths. And just be careful of people shooting you. Right now, I'm not too sure who's shooting me. And it could have been that guy, or that guy. But as you can see, they don't last very long when you're kicking them into that sign. And as soon as Ishi starts talking, or Ishi runs over to that sign, it means that this section is done and dusted.
What the? Shake your booty to the beat.
And just to my right there is the drop shop. I don't know if you saw it. I'll check it for ammo on the ground, and I'm making sure that I've not left anything. And it's just there, the drop shop. So let's have a look. We still can't buy the Thumper, which is something that as soon as it's available, I would implore you to acquire, because it's such a good move. And it is literally the fuck you move. It is the move that gets you out of the shit. But when you come in here, you're going to see me drinking these bottles, and the reason I'm drinking them is not to get the intoxicated bonus, because it's fucking annoying. You move like a retard. I'm drinking them because I wanted to get the achievement, and when you cross over that desk, a ton of enemies will spawn and a heavy gunner will spawn. So the enemies are the serious Sam Rusher guys, so just kick them as far as you can into anything electrical. You shouldn't have any problem with them, but just be aware the chain gunner guy is coming down the stairs, but if you sit behind this advertisement that I'm sat behind, you'll actually backtrack up towards the stage, and you can use this exploit to beat him basically. And you can just strafe left and right, get the best possible vantages on him, keep peppering him with shots, and if he gets too close, just back up and he'll go the other way. And as you can see, I'm completely failing with my charge shot, because if you hit him with a charge shot, it should stun him. And once he's stunned, you can pull his helmet off, and then you can finish him off. But look at that! How did that even miss? And in all honesty, I don't think it did. I didn't get the visual report that my shot hit. And as soon as you've killed him, if you grab his minigun, you can mop up all these dudes over here. And if you kill every single one of them without leaving the dance floor, there we go. Bit of dancing, come on lad. You get an achievement for killing these dudes on the dance floor. And you get to dance to Disco Inferno, so everyone's a winner. Oh yeah, shake those hips. This song is genius. Yeah, you don't have to dance to the music, that's just me being a retard. But when you come out here, lovely bunch of barrels to get some environmental kills with. And there's a ton of the screamer dudes on that little precipice there, so be careful because they're really accurate and there's a lot of splash damage from this gun. And you'll notice they're firing a firework. And what that is basically the secondary function of this pistol. The only problem is for us, we have to unlock it and buy it. But you can use these cacti whatever, for cover. It's not the best cover because they seem to be able to shoot you around it, but if you can leash them, they will go directly onto the spikes and it'll save you ammunition. And if you don't leash them right, you can always kick them afterwards. And for some reason I shot that guy before I got the prick, so I lost out on 75 points. But just use cover intelligently, clean the dudes up, no idea what I was trying there. And oh, I got friendly fire. And if you don't know what that one is, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's when you kick somebody into someone else's bullets. Sausage fest. I love it. And that one is dead simple. As you saw, I ran forward, I kicked the hot dog stand into the dude's end. And lo and behold, look at that shit. The dude's leg is on the roof, and his body is on the cacti, and everything else is just jibbing. So yeah, the game is full of interesting moments like that. And right there you saw me shoot towards that group of blue flies. And what that is a collectible in the game. And there's 20 like swarms of those things to shoot. And every time you shoot one you'll get 10 points, you'll get 10 upgrade points, and then you get 20, then you get 30, and it rises in succession like that. The reason I'm not going to be shooting them on this difficulty is purely because they're hard to shoot. They're like shooting seagulls on Turok 2 when they were in the sky and you had your bow. They're really challenging to shoot because they fly erratically. And on this difficulty, you don't really have that much ammo, so I thought the best option was to just completely ignore them. Tell your guys what they are if you're wondering what they were, and just ignore them pretty much. There is a skill shot for knocking a dude into them, which I haven't managed to do yet. But I'm definitely going to do that because I'm going to get all the skill shots when I sit down with the game once this walkthrough is done. But when you open that door, they will fire a firework at you straight away. And the best thing to do here is I do a charge shot with a carbine and I get a couple of X-ray kills, which is really cool, but it's not necessary because you can see there's barrels in this room. So if you shoot the barrels, they'll explode and they'll take everybody down, and it'll probably save you a lot of ammo. But because I did fire the firework, it gave me the afterburner skill shot, which is where you kill somebody that's been burnt by something. And the secondary function of this pistol sets people on fire, so it's a match made in heaven. Excuse me. And I drank again, so you're going to notice that my aim's going to be swaying everywhere because you cannot control the sway. It's pretty crazy. And as soon as you open this door, there's a ton of dudes in this thing here, so if you can charge your shot and shoot into it, you'll get tons. Look at that. That is what this game is all about. If you can figure out how to handle every situation with that kind of efficiency, you will never have any trouble on this game. But here we go. Serious Sam skill book here. we get another bunch of suicide enemies that run at you and they fire that ball guy. So right now, there's nothing you can do about that. That will put you to a moment away from death every time. The only thing you need to avoid is any further damage before or after, because if you are slightly damaged before that explosion goes off, that's game over. There's nothing you can do, it's just what these enemies do. They bum rush you and they shoot that on your face. The thing with it is they have to be super close to do it, and they're also strapped with explosives, so they're dead easy to kill. But if they ever come at you and you don't know they're there, you might have trouble. And right now, just pick them off, stay as far away as you can. You can probably get a lot more creative than I'm being when it comes to killing them, but as I said in the first video, this is all about survival. This is not me showing you how to look like Prince on Bulletstorm. And as soon as they start talking, that means that's the end of the gunfight. And now we're treated to a new weapon, which I can't for the life of me remember the name, but it fires 2 grenades chained together, so they're like a flail. And it immobilizes enemies, and then you can detonate it at your own will. And it's one of my favourite weapons. No idea what just happened then. Somebody's shouting, everything slowed down a little bit, and there's no one in sight. It's probably Ishi banging his head into the electrical box to open the door. But this game, this gun is really good. And it's really useful as well, because the big heavy chain gunners you've seen me killing so far, this gun can stun them, and it can stop them from being able to move if you just got one of them. And if there's 2 of them, it's still really good because the splash damage will hurt each of them. Another good weapon for the heavies is the Headhunter, which is Bulletstorm's sniper rifle. But I'll talk about that a little later on when we actually get it, because that is one of the weapons I would pretty much say have on you at all time, because it's really good for most situations. And there we go, I buy a ton of charge shots to make sure my carbine's fully stocked, and I carry onwards. And on this rooftop there's going to be a couple of dudes across here that you can kick, and there's also going to be people on balconies firing fireworks at you, so just be careful. There we go, that's this weapon with the lovely explosive flails. But that's the end of the first part of Damsel in Distress, so thanks for watching my video, guys, and I'll see you in the next part. You take care now.